Humans. Oh, we are a proud species. We've split atoms, penned sonnets, and even tamed pocket monsters. But what if I told you the very thing we champion, the core of every intel we exhibit, is something we can't even properly define? Yes, I'm talking about intelligence. The fuzzy truth about intel. For centuries, we've boasted about our smarts, yet ask a scientist, what is intelligence, and you'll get more head-scratching than answers. We often treat it like a stat on a video game character, height, strength, charisma, but intelligence? That's where things get fuzzy, real fuzzy. So let's cut through the fluff. At its core, intelligence is simply a mechanism to solve problems. Yep. Even your cat solving the how to knock this glass off the table problem. But is it just one thing or a whole arsenal? Prepare to have your mind blown. My name is Sunday, and today we're embarking on a journey to decode every intel, from its most primal stirrings to our mind-bending complexities. Forget what you thought you knew, because it's time to redefine everything. Secret 1. The primal toolbox. Gather, store, learn. Most people think intelligence began with big brains. Wrong. The true secret to intelligence isn't a giant cranium. It's a primal toolbox honed over eons by every living thing trying not to become lunch. Its primary mission? Stay alive. That means finding food, shelter, maybe a date, or more often, legging it from a predator who thinks you are lunch. Intelligence isn't just one thing. It's a whole arsenal of skills, gathering knowledge, learning, creating, strategizing, critical thinking. Think of it as your biological multi-tool. And the most basic fundamental tools in this toolbox are surprisingly simple. Tool 1. Information gathering. How do you know a hot stove is, well, hot? Your senses, vision, sound, smell, touch, taste, these are our antennae to the world. They tell us, don't walk off that cliff, or yes, that pizza smells amazing. Without this input, you're basically a very expensive, very confused paperweight. And it's not just the external world. Living things constantly monitor their own internal state. Hunger, fatigue, it's the constant internal broadcast. Alert, low on smacks. Tool 2. Memory. What good is information if you forget it the next second? Enter memory, the ultimate save button. It's the ability to store and recall information, so you don't have to learn every single thing from scratch. Imagine if every time you saw a banana, you had to relearn it was food. Exhausting. Memories aren't just for epic TikTok fails. They're for events, places, behaviors, like how to hunt, or, in my case, where I left my keys. Tool 3. Learning. This is where the magic happens. Learning is the process of stringing thoughts or actions together into repeatable, adaptable behaviors. Think of it as upgrading your software, like when a toddler finally masters not face-planting while walking. A true triumph. You think these tools are just for us humans? Prepare for a reality check that will make you question your own smarts.
Secret 2. When slime molds outsmart you. What if I told you a creature that's basically a giant single slimy cell could navigate a maze better than some humans on a Monday morning? Meet the acellular slime mold. Yes, a slime mold. This isn't a typo, folks. Scientists put this blob of goo in a maze with food. It explored, leaving a slime trail, essentially smearing memories on the ground. Then it avoided its own marked paths, efficiently finding the food. Instead of getting stuck in dead ends like some people on a complicated IKEA instruction, it adapted. Is that intelligence? Some scientists still debate if it counts. My take? If it gets to the food and I'm still figuring out the picture-only instructions, it's winning. But what about real, buzzing brilliance? Bees are about to drop some serious knowledge. Secret 3. Bees, balls, and breaking the rules. Think bees just make honey and occasionally sting you? Think again. Scientists trained bumblebees to move a colored ball into a goal for a sugar reward. Not only did they master this utterly unnatural task, they got more efficient. When given multiple balls, they chose the closest one to the goal, even if it was a different color than their training ball. That's like a human deciding to use a spoon instead of a fork because it's closer, even though they were trained with a fork. It's adaptive, it's clever, it's, dare I say, brilliant. Pause for mild groan. For problems beyond move the ball, however, we need fancier tools. Secret 4. The library of knowledge and mental duct tape. As animals get more complex, so do their problems, and thus their toolboxes. Beyond the basics, they build the library of knowledge, a vast collection of associations, connections, and tricks. Take raccoons. Their favorite food? Our food. Their method? Master burglar. They can open windows, pick locks. In one study, raccoons opened boxes with multiple, increasingly complex locks in less than 10 attempts. And a year later, they still remembered. They're basically tiny masked Houdinis. But the ultimate fancy tool isn't just knowing things, it's inventing things. Building on that library, the most impressive tool is creativity, what I like to call mental duct tape. It's producing something new and valuable from seemingly unrelated things. In intelligence, it means making new, unusual connections. Input plus memories plus skills equals a unique solution. Another raccoon study, they were shown dropping pebbles into water to reach a marshmallow. One raccoon tipped the tub over, problem solved, efficient, brutally creative. This is why you don't leave your trash cans unlocked.
Secret 5. Planning. Thinking beyond the now. Beyond clever tricks, some creatures plan. Planning means considering future actions for a desired goal. It's seeing the chessboard, not just the next move. Hoarding food is an instinctive behavior for squirrels, but it's not mindless. They examine every nut, weighing the effort to hide it against its future benefit. Damaged nuts? Eaten immediately. Nuts needing to ripen? Stockpiled. And here's the kicker. They pretend to bury nuts when watched, creating decoy caches to distract rivals. To plan a distraction, you first have to be aware that others exist and want your stuff. That's advanced social strategy right there. Don't underestimate a squirrel. They're basically tiny, bushy-tailed spies. The right tool for the right job. The more complex the problem, the more tools an animal needs in combination. But every animal's situation is unique. Squirrels are territorial omnivores. It makes sense for them to remember food spots and trick rivals. Sheep? They're grazers, living in flocks. They don't need elaborate tricks. Their relevant skills are social, recognizing and remembering dozens of other sheep and even humans for years. Evolving complex, unused mental abilities would be a colossal waste of energy for them. Nature is efficient, not flashy. The human super tool? Culture. Humans, however, went the opposite way. We invested in an unusually diverse intelligence toolkit. And then, almost by accident, we slapped on another layer. Culture. This is our ultimate cheat code. No single person could build a space rocket, but thanks to our ability to share knowledge across generations, to build upon the work of millions before us, we overcome challenges that are impossible for any individual. We literally shaped a planet.
But with great power comes great responsibility. Or, in our case, great new problems. We created new problems: Sudoku, tax forms, string theory, and, rapid climate change and antibiotic resistance. To solve these problems, we need to leverage our incredible toolbox, looking past short-term survival and thinking about the distant future. We have the tools, we just need to use them wisely. Or at least use them before the slime molds take over. Speaking of tools for learning, we've heard incredible stories from teachers using our infographic posters in class. So, we listened and created an education edition perfect for teachers, students, and everyone curious. They're slightly larger posters on various topics, from the periodic table to the human body, and we'll be expanding the collection. Grab yours in our shop and support our mission to decode the universe. If you found these secrets about every Intel mind-bending, our next video will dive even deeper into the mysteries of consciousness. Don't miss it. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on more mind-bending science.